I made a video, actually a couple of them or more than a couple of them, where I showed you guys that the Israeli soldiers, they're losing their mind. They have lost actually 2 soldiers in addition to losing their mind. But lo and behold, they're now becoming so ill mentally that the IDF commanders, they're now very, very worried. And I just read this report half an hour ago where the IDF soldier, the commander of them, they are now taking disciplinary action against these soldiers who are losing their mind. What they are doing, the 2 things that they are doing. Number 1, they're actually taking part in car racing in Gaza. You heard it right. And number 2 thing that they're doing is that they're swimming in Gazan beaches. This is unprecedented. Now, you might say, well, because they are now victorious, they see no enemy. Well, no, that's not the case. Recently, actually yesterday, they lost 2 more soldiers and they named them. The battle inside Gaza is raging. It is now very, very dangerous for IDF soldiers to operate inside of Gaza because of the barrage of attacks coming from Hamas and also in Lebanon-Israel border from Hezbollah. So there is absolutely no way you can say they are victorious or that the war has ended. Oppression has ended. Let's take a look at this video. You will know what I'm talking about. So you see here a bunch of Israeli soldiers by the sea and they are raising Israeli flags. Take a look, sir. Okay. They don't know. The sound, this is their national anthem. It's coming across as the shaitan is speaking. But this is unprecedented in warfare, where you have a bunch of soldiers going to the side of the beach, and this is not by the permission of their own commanders. This is not by the permission. They went there, as you can see right on the screen, they went there all by their own. Nobody told them to do this, but they went their own. It is, to me, looks like they're fulfilling their last wishes before their demise. The reason for that is because, again, as I said earlier, the war did not end. The war did not stop. The oppression they are continuing on Palestinian people did not end. Why they are going to these beaches and raising flags and singing national anthem on top of this? Now, what is even more interesting is that after they sung this national anthem by the beach, they go for swimming. And again, the IDF commanders on the field, they're very, very concerned about their mental health. IDF commanders, they're now calling for an investigation. They're now calling the soldiers to be sent back to Israel because they have lost their mind. What they're doing is completely unauthorized by the IDF commanders, the chief. But nevertheless, we see them singing and planting this Israeli flag without any permission, without the knowledge of the higher ups. This is the level of insanity they're living with every single day. And why not? Guys, why not? They have killed children. They slaughtered babies. Do you think they will not lose their mind? I mean, come on. US soldier, when they go to Afghanistan and Iraq and kill innocent people, UK soldier too, Australian soldier too, they lose their mind. They see nightmares. What about killing babies? Don't you think Allah will not strike them with some mental illness? Oh, if you think so, then you are wrong. Think again. This is the level of punishment they're receiving right now, but the actual punishment is coming in few days, because now Hezbollah has carpet bombed Israel. Yes, and Hezbollah, from the very beginning of this war, Israel did not want to have Hezbollah involved in this war. This is why Netanyahu did not warn. His rhetoric against Raisi, Iranian president, was not very harsh. Notice, he did not say anything explicitly to Iran that I will wage war against you. Normally, he would say that all the time. The rhetoric is always there. The harsh rhetoric coming from Tel Aviv is always there against Iran, except in this situation. They are not daring to make Iran upset with their statement, and we are seeing Hezbollah is obviously launching attack on Israeli forces the way Israel never expected. But now they're ever more afraid of Iran than they had ever been in the past, because now they see the strength, the power, the determination of the Iranian forces to attack Israel and get rid of them. Now, of course, they are reporting, Israel is reporting, that they have destroyed, a terror cell and that and that. Let's take a look what they're doing right now. Here is an article where it says the IDF operates in the northern Gaza Strip. Israeli forces are expected to locate underground tunnels built by Hamas. So, IDF operates in northern Gaza Strip. Israeli forces are expected to locate underground. Okay, so basically what is happening is that they are facing nightmare situation inside Gaza by Hamas. The reason for that is because these tunnels that they built cannot be destroyed. So what Israel has to do now is they have to go inside of these tunnels, inside of these buildings, to find out those Hamas members. This was not the war strategy they had in the beginning. In the beginning, the ground offensive was limited to operation based on man-to-man fight. They will find Hamas, kill them, and then that's it. They will get out of Gaza or whatever they will do next. But they never planned to go inside of those tunnels. Those tunnels are actually being built by Hamas as a death trap. And most of the IDF soldiers who died are actually those who went to these tunnels, believe it or not. Because from fighter jet, dropping a bomb on Al-Shifa hospital is easy. But when you go on the ground and try to find and fight with Hamas, that is not something very easy. And it is not panning out for Israel the way they thought it would. And so we see a huge number of casualties coming from Israeli forces. Now, this underground tunnel are being built by Hamas, obviously. There is another report that said that Turkish drones are being supplied to Hamas. I do not know if that's true or not. I cannot verify myself. But this report could be true that because Erdogan, he made comments recently. His rhetoric is being very, very consistent against the West. He actually blamed German Chancellor face to face when he was meeting him, and he told him, "What are you guys doing in Israel? Why are you supporting this monster?" So Erdogan, if Turkey does give Hamas drones or even simple weaponries, that is going to be enough. And Turkey, whether you like them or not, whether you hate them or not, doesn't matter. They are now involved in this war, proxy war. Just like the Iranian model of proxy war, they're following exactly that model. And they're supplying Hezbollah, Hamas, many other proxies with a weapon.